Ballad of Anne and Anne, O'Hooley and Tito and Saran Jones. That's out on the 16th of December. That's about it. Okay, thanks a lot for listening. I'll be back with another folk show next Wednesday at 9. As I say, an hour of festive fireside folk to soundtrack these wintry weeks. We do hope you enjoy that and hope you're keeping well and warm. As I say, that'll be our last show, our Christmas special in a sense, and then we kick off again with live music in the new year on the 4th of January with Magpie Ark. So see you next week. Stand by for Trevor after the news. This was a 7 digital production for BBC Radio 2 on the BBC Smart app, on your smart speaker and 88 to 91 FM.
Andrew Peach. The government has approved plans for the UK's first new coal mine in 30 years. Construction of the colliery at Whitehaven in Andrew Peach. The government has approved plans for the UK's first Andrew Peach. The government has approved plans for the UK's first new coal mine in 30 years. Construction of the colliery at Whitehaven in Cumbria has been condemned by environmental campaigners and some MPs. But Mike Starkey, the Conservative Party mayor of Copeland, where it'll be built, disagrees.
This is, a huge economic boost to my community. I've been inundated with messages from people right across the community of West Cumbria who are thrilled with this news. It's probably the best news that we've had in a generation. It's going to bring significant jobs, it's going to bring opportunities, and it's going to bring prosperity to some very deprived areas.
Air passengers hoping to enter the UK over the Christmas period are expected to face significant delays because of the latest strike action announced by Border Force officials. The PCS union says members who check passports will stage walkouts at 6 airports, including Heathrow, Manchester, Glasgow, Cardiff and Edinburgh, between the 23rd and 31st of December. Rishi Sunak has said he's working on what he called tough new laws to limit the disruption caused by strikes. The Prime Minister told the Commons it was his duty to protect the lives and livelihoods of the British public. He refused to rule out blocking strike action by emergency services. A Supreme Court decision has opened the way for a ban on anti-abortion campaigners holding protests directly outside clinics in Northern Ireland. A panel of 7 justices decided that legislation to stop such demonstrations didn't disproportionately interfere with the rights of protesters. The former Northern Ireland Assembly member Claire Bailey, who put forward the bill, says women are entitled to protection.
There is a right to protest. This bill does not stop the right to protest. What it does, it ensures safe access to healthcare, which is also a human right. So that's what the judgment was about today, and I'm greatly relieved that it can now proceed for royal assent and become law in Northern Ireland.
Hundreds of sub-postmasters who helped uncover the Horizon IT scandal can now start preparing their claims for compensation. The government has confirmed it'll pay them £900 each to help with their legal fees. As Emma Simpson now reports, thousands of post office managers were wrongly accused of fraud over a 20-year period.
555 of them won a civil case against the post office in 2019, but saw most of their settlements swallowed up by legal fees. They were also unable to take part in the subsequent historical shortfall scheme set up by the post office to compensate workers. In March this year, the government agreed to further payments. Since then, some £16 million worth of interim payments have already been paid out. The government said today that it and an independent board would be in charge of the new scheme.
The winner of the Turner Prize has been announced in Liverpool. The sculptor Veronica Ryan is best known for her work honouring the Windrush generation. The weather, cold tonight, snow and sleet continuing in Scotland, scattered showers along western and eastern coasts. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 10.
Thank you very much, and thanks, Mark.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's Trevor Nelson's